Good morning children, welcome back to your maths class with Poonam Bagga. We are continuing chapter 2 linear equations in one variable. In our last class we had done exercise 2.2 question 1 to 8. Today we will be completing this exercise by doing question number 9 to 16. Here is question number 9 from exercise 2.2. The ages of Rahul and Haroon are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present ages? Here two persons are given, Rahul and Haroon. Their present ages have been asked and it is given that the ratio of the present age is 5:7. A ratio always helps us to assume the present age. We can simply assume it to be 5x and 7x. How can we do this? Because now if I take the ratio, we can easily cancel this x and we are left up with 5:7. So we can easily multiply both the parts of the ratio by a number, say x, and assume 5x to be the present age of Rahul and 7x to be the present age of Haroon. Again we will write all these things in the form of a table because it is easy to understand also and it is easy to present the answer also. We take one column for Rahul and the second column for Haroon. We write the age here in years, of course, in this direction. First of all we will write the present age of Rahul we are assuming to be 5x years and of Haroon we are assuming to be 7x years. Then 4 years later we have been asked the age 4 years later. So we need to write the age 4 years later. Again in years it will be simply add 4 to the present age. You will get the age after 4 years. 5x plus 4 and 7x plus 4. Then 4 years later the sum of their ages will be 56 years. We need to form one equation on the basis of this statement. First we will write according to the question. Add the two age, 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 equal to 56. This is the equation. Now we will solve it. How? We will add the terms involving the variable together and the constants separately. Let us do this. We will take the variable terms together, 5x plus 7x, and the constants 4 plus 4 equal to 56. This both will give us 12x plus 4 plus 4 is 8 equal to 56. This gives us 12x equal to 56 minus 8. 8 sent to the RHS. This gives us 12x equal to 48 on subtracting 8 from 56. Then x equal to 48 upon 12 which is equal to 4. So this is the value of x. But we have to find the present age of Rahul and Haroon. So one step more is required. Present age of Rahul, it was given to be 5x. Just have a look, 5x, and of Haroon it is 7x. So we will take it 5x and the value of x is 4. See here, x has come out to be 4. So 5 into 4 equal to 20 years is the present age of Rahul. Then the present age of it is equal to 7x and 7 into 4 will give us 28 years. So, these are the present age of Rahul and Haroon and the solution of question number 9. Next we have question number 10. The number of boys and girls in a class are in the ratio 7:5. Again a ratio, a helpful one. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is the total class strength? First of all, let us assume, let the number of boys be how much? Yes, 7x. Simply multiply by a number, say x, and the number of girls be how much? 5x. Now, according to the question, we have been given the number of boys. Let us write the number of boys, 7x is, this is represents the sign equal to. It is helpful to make an equation. So, to the left of equal to we have the number of boys, then we have equal to 8 more than the number of girls. The number of girls is 5x and 8 more, so plus 8. This is the equation formed on the basis of this statement. Next we will solve it again. Simply take this 5x to the left hand side. It will become minus x equal to 8. This will give us 7x minus 5x. This is 2x equal to 8, and x is equal to 8 upon 2 equal to 4. So, x is 4. Now, we need to write the number of boys. It was 7x. So, 7 into 4 equal to 28 boys, and the number of girls. It was given to be 5x, and 5 into 4 is equal to 20 girls. But what has been asked? Let us have a look at the question. What is the total class strength? So, we have been asked the total number of students, and that we will get by adding the number of boys and girls. So, total class strength is equal to 28 plus 20 equal to 48. This is the answer. Clear? Next we have one more question. Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135. What is the age of each one of them? So, here there are three people. Let us see who all of them are. One is Baichung. So, first we write his name here, Baichung. Then we have Baichung's father. So, we write the name of father in the center. And then we have Baichung's grandfather. So, we take the column for grandfather, this one. Is it clear? Three persons are there and we have given one column to each. Now, there are three people whose age we need to take as x, the variable. Let us see. Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. Let us take the present age of Baichung to be x. We are writing here the present age of all the three people in years, of course. Okay. So, we are assuming the present age of Baichung to be x. Then Baichung's father is 26 years younger than Baichung's grandfather and 29 years older than Baichung. That means Baichung's father is 29 years more in age than Baichung. So we can easily assume father's age to be x plus 29, 29 years more. But father is 26 years younger than grandfather. This means grandfather is 26 years more in age than his father. So we can take grandfather's age to be, this is father's age and 26 years more. This is father's age and add 26 to it, it will give us x plus 55 years. This is the age of grandfather. Once again, हम बाइचुंग की एज x मान रहे हैं, फिर हमें दिया है कि बाइचुंग्स फादर इज 29 ईयर्स ओल्डर देन बाइचुंग. बाइचुंग 29 ईयर्स बड़े हैं तो प्लस 29 एज हो गई फादर की, और फादर ग्रैंडफादर से 26 ईयर्स छोटे हैं, या रिवर्स, ग्रैंडफादर इज 26 ईयर्स एल्डर टू हिज father, Baichung's father. So we can easily add 26 and get x plus 55. Now the sum of the age of all the three is 135. So we can form one equation on the basis of this. So we will write, according to the question, the sum of all the three, x plus 55 is grandfather's age, x plus 29 is father's age, and x is Baichung's age. This all equal to 135. Now 3x plus 55 plus 29 equal to 135. We have combined the variable terms together and the constants together. This will give us 3x plus 84 equal to 135. This will give x, 3x equal to 135 minus 84, and 3x equal to 51, x equal to 51 upon 3, which is 17. Now this is the value of x, and x represents the present age of Baichung. So present age of Baichung, this is equal to 17 years. Then present age of father, Baichung's father, this will be x plus 29 or 17 plus 29, which is 46 years. And the present age of grandfather, this will be equal to x plus 55, this is equal to 17 plus 55, add the 2, you will get 72 years. So these are the present age of all the three people. I hope it is clear to you. We move on to the next question. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is Ravi's present age? We have one column and that too for Ravi. Now we will write his age in years in these columns. First we will write the present age. We are assuming it to be, say, x. Let us suppose that the present age of Ravi is x years. Now 15 years from now, we need to write the age after 15 years. What will it be? Yes, add 15 to x, x plus 15 years. Is it okay? Then we have the statement 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. So, we can form one equation according to the question. What will be it? Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age after 15 years. That is 15 years from now, his age will be x plus 15. This will be represents equal to in the equation, equal to 4 times means 4 into present age x, or simply we can write 4x. X plus 15 is equal to 4x. This is the age 15 years later from now. This will be equal to 4 times his present age x, 4 into x. We solve it. We are left with x plus 15 equal to 4x. Now we will send this x to the variable term 4x in the RHS. 15 will remain here and here 4x minus x. 15 equal to, subtract the 2, there no number is here, we can assume it, or it is 1 here. 4x minus 1x is 3x. This gives us x equal to 15 upon 3 equal to 5. So, the present age of Ravi is 5 years. Therefore, present age of Ravi is 5 years. Is it okay? Next we move on to question number 13. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 7 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? So, the number has been asked, take it to be x. Let the number be x. Then according to the question, we will form one equation. Rational number which we have taken to be x is multiplied by 5 by 7. So, multiply 5 by 7 and x, you will get 5 by 7x. Then add 2 by 3, add 2 by 3 to the product, you get, we will get minus 7 by 12. This is the equation. Multiply the number by 5 by 7 which will give us 5 by 7x, then add 2 by 3 plus 2 by 3, answer is minus 7 by 12. We will solve it on the next page. We are having 5 by 7x plus 2 by 3 equal to minus 7 by 12. Here 5 by 7x will remain on the LHS because it is the term involving variable, and this 2 by 3 will be taken to the RHS. It will become a negative number. Now we will solve this. You can see the LCM will come out to be 12 minus 7, and here 3 4s are 12, so 2 4s are 8. Minus 7 and minus 8 will give us minus 15 upon 12. Now this 5 and 7 needs to be taken to the RHS to find the value of x. How we will do this? Minus 15 by 12 is already in the RHS. This 7 is in the division part, take it into multiplication, and 5 is in multiplication, it will come in the division part. Now we can easily cancel, 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15, 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12. So we are left with x equal to minus 7 by 4, and this is the required rational number. So we can say the required rational number is minus 7 upon 4. Is it okay? We move on to the next question. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. First we fill up the table side by side. Denominations. There are three denominations: rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10. Okay. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2:3:5. Again a ratio, and yes, the numbers will be 2x, 3x and 5x. So we can write the number of notes. We can assume the number of notes to be 2x, 3x and 5x. Very easy. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakhs. How many notes of each denomination does she have? First of all, let us find the amount from each denomination. We will write the amount. How do we get the amount? There are 2x notes of rupees 100. So the total value will be, multiply the 200x in rupees. It is in rupees. All the amount values are in rupees. It will be 200x. Simply multiply. Then 50 into 3, it will give us 150x, and multiply this. This will give us 50x. So these are the total values of these currency notes. We are given the total cash is rupees 4 lakhs. So we can add up all the three and it will be equal to rupees 4 lakhs. Just have a look here. We can write total amount equal to 200x plus 150x plus 50x, and that has been given equal to 4 lakhs. Now simply add the three terms and you will get 400x equal to 4 lakhs. X will be equal to 4 lakhs upon 400. Two zeros will be cancelled and dividing on 4 we get x equal to 1000. This will give us the number of rupees 100 notes equal to, it was, just have a look, the ratio 2x, 3x and 5x. Rupees 100 2x, rupees 50 3x and rupees 10 5x. So rupees 100 will be 2x, that is 2 into 1000 equal to 2000 notes. Then we have number of rupees 50 notes. It will be 3x. So 3 into 1000 equal to 3000. And then we have number of rupees 10 notes was equal to 5x, and that will be 5 into 1000 equal to 5000. So these are the number of notes of different currencies. We move on to the next question. I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denomination rupees 1, 2 and 5. Again we write the denominations here. There are three denominations: rupees 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5. The number of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of 5 rupee coins. So this is coming up to be first and this is coming up to be second. We assume it to be x, number of coins. let the number of coins of rupees 5 be x. Then the number of 2 rupee coins is 3 times x, or we can say 3x. Then the number of rupee 1 coins are the remaining ones, and the total number of coins is given to be 160. So the remaining number of coins will be of rupee 1. So we can easily subtract from 160 3x plus x, and this will give us 160 minus 4x. Subtract these total number from 160, you will get the number of coins of rupee 1. Now we will write the amount in rupees from each of these coins in rupees. This will give us, just multiply by 1, you will be given 160 minus 4x. 3 2s are 6x, multiply the two numbers, and 5x. 160 minus 4x, 6x and 5x. Now the total value has been given to be rupees 300. So we can write it, total amount equal to 160 minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x equal to 300 rupees. Again this will give us 160 minus 4x, 6 and 5 is 11x equal to 300, 11 minus 4 is 7x, and 160 will move on to the RHS. This will give us 7x equal to, just subtract 140. 7x equal to 140, x will come out to be 140 upon 7, which is equal to 20. Now we can write the number of coins. Number of rupees 5 coins, it was x and it is equal to 20. Number of rupees 2 coins, it was, have a look how much it was, 3x, and it is 160 minus 4x. So it is 3x, 3 into 20 equal to 60. Then number of rupee 1 coins equal to 160 minus 4x, which will be equal to 160 minus 4 into 20, 160 minus 80, and it is equal to 80. So here are the number of coins of different denominations. Next we have one more and the last question from this exercise. The organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. So there are two kinds or two types of participants: winning and one who does not win. Then the prize in rupees I am writing. For winning candidate is rupees 100, and for the person who is not able to win or who has not won will be rupees 25. The total prize money distributed is rupees 3000. Find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. Now, number. Let us assume that the number of participants is x. Then the number of participants who did not win will be 63 minus x, because the total participants is 63. Now the value of prize or amount that will be distributed in rupees, simply multiply the two, 100x, and multiply this 25 into 63 minus x. This is the prize that will be given to winning candidates or participants, and this to the participants who could not win. Now the total prize is given to be rupees 3000. Add 2, it will be equal to 3000. Let us do this. We get the total prize money equal to 100x plus 25 into 63 minus x. This has been given equal to 3000. Now we will simplify it. 100x plus 25 will be multiplied to 63 as well as to x. 25 into 63 will give us 1575. You can always multiply in the rough part of your copy. Minus 25 into x will give you 25x equal to 3000. Now we will keep the terms with the variable in the LHS and the constants in the RHS. 1575 has been transposed to the RHS and it has become a negative number. This gives us 75x equal to 1425 we get on subtracting these numbers. Then x will be 1425 upon 75. We can easily cut by 5. This will give us 285 upon 15. Again divide by 5. This will give you 57 upon 3. And this will again be equal to 19. So we got the value of x as 19. And what was x? The number of winning participants, and that was asked in the question. So we get the answer, number of winning participants is equal to 19. So this was your last question. With this we have completed exercise 2.2. In our next class we will be taking up questions in which the variable will be present both in LHS as well as RHS, and then we will be completing exercise 2.3. Till then, practice these questions once again in your copy. Thank you.